Purdue University, the dining halls are an integral part of campus life as the main source of food for the 10,500 students living in residence halls. It's really true. You are what you eat. Proper nutrition affects everything from cognitive function to emotional stability. Are the dining halls helping students make nutritionally sound decisions about what they eat? Let's take a closer look and find out.
First, let's find out how much the average student eats.
I go about twice a day.
Probably about 2 to 3 times a day.
I really like getting a lot of food, so I usually get 4 or 5 plates.
Do you want that in grams, or usually try to stick to 1 plate. Trying to watch my figure. It's really easy to get carried away.
Do you feel like you can get healthy food while you're there?
Yeah, absolutely. I always have a salad bar. I always get one of my plates is always a plate full of salad.
Do you ever eat dessert?
Yeah, I'll usually eat dessert depending on what they have. A lot of times they have a lot of good options, so yeah, I'll eat dessert.
What's your favorite dessert?
I like donuts in the morning, and I guess just ice cream.
My favorite food is definitely the cookies. Some days they're not so good, but most of the time, definitely the best. I personally have stopped using trays, even if they're offered to me.
On the other hand,
Recently they've taken away the trays, which allows me to actually get 4 or 5 plates in one trip. And without the tray, you have to make multiple trips. You can't carry as much food. It makes more of a mess. So I really appreciate it. They got the trays back.
I don't know, honestly it's just kind of the buffet style makes it tricky to really regulate in any way because it's all based on student, their own discretion and what they choose to eat. Just by the way that it's set up, they can take as many plates as they want, that sort of thing, and then they feel like they need to eat it and they're grabbing so much. And I think if students maybe were more aware of like what portion sizes really look like, I think that might be a good way to kind of get students to realize, okay, I need to this is not what I used to eat back home or in high school or whatever, so maybe that, if anything.
A lot of it goes down to what people are willing to choose. So I think some way to just help students get a little better educated on what they should be eating. And we're forgetting the fact that we need the fruits and vegetables. And so I think it's just a lot of education of the whole, not only college students, but also of the whole general public.
As it was pointed out continuously in the video, overeating is an epidemic in college campuses, especially in the dining courts.
Students need to be empowered with knowledge to help them make healthy nutritional decisions.
An immediate resolution should be implemented now, starting here in the Purdue dining courts.
the first step towards a healthier dining court needs to be taken by the students. They need to become more informed on what actually is healthy eating. Second of all, the university needs to provide scoops or other serving devices that are the proper size. That way, the students know exactly how much they should eat. Finally, the university should offer healthier options in the dining courts. Fried foods and other things like that are not going to lead to a healthy university. They need more fruit options, more salad options, and other things like that. But overall, everyone just needs to eat less and eat healthy. Thank you.